Hey, Cindy, I never ever want you to come back here again. Do you understand me? Go and find some other apartment to live in or something and stay there. Then tell me where it is so that I can send you all your stuff.
Chuck, please don't be like this. Can't we just talk this out in person? I know that you want kids soon, but...
No, there's nothing left to even talk to you about. Besides, talking with you isn't going to change the fact that you can't have kids. You're infertile.
But we haven't even both gone to the doctor about this. What if it's not me that can't have the kids?
Oh, I see what you're saying. This is so you. Always trying to blame me for everything, but it's never the guy's fault. It's always the women who can't have kids.
I really think that you might want to go and check the facts on that one because guys can be infertile too. I'm just saying that we've been seeing doctors about me and seeking treatments for my body, but nothing is working. So I'm just wondering what you think about going to talk to a doctor about this as well.
I'm telling you that it's always the women who can't have kids. So why would I waste my time going to see some doctor about something? You're just mad because the treatment didn't work and now you and I have no reason to be together anymore. You're going to have to come up with a better excuse for why I should stay.
Please, Chuck, I'm suggesting this for your sake as well. I know you might feel embarrassed talking about it, but this is why we go to doctors.
I am telling you that I am a man, and there is no way that I'm the one who can't have kids. You really just don't know anything about how the world works, do you? Honestly? How did I even end up getting married to such a stupid woman? What was I thinking getting with you? I mean, have you even thought of what would happen if someone I knew happened to see me in the clinic? Do you have any idea the rumors that might start to be spread about me? I'd barely even be able to go to work without everyone pointing and laughing behind my back. I can't have that when I'm in charge of such an important project there now.
But who cares if someone sees you? What are they even going to be able to do?
Well, they'll think that I'm pathetic. I wonder what a guy like me is doing at a fertility clinic. I need the world to see that I'm not some weakling. And I'm a very serious and healthy man who knows how to take care of himself.
I really don't think that anyone is going to judge you that deeply for seeking medical help. I just think that you're a bit stuck up and prideful and are scared that others could get the wrong idea.
You really know how to get under my skin. Do you know that? I'll have you know that appearances are everything in my line of work, and I can't risk hurting mine. I mean, that's the real reason why I married you in the first place. I figured that we'd look good standing next to each other.
So then you're really saying that the only reason you wanted to marry me was because you thought it would help your image?
Pretty much. You were good to look at, but man, I had no idea just what a boring woman you really were. And now you can't even have kids. It's like a bad joke. Everyone knows that as a businessman like me gets older, I need to start a family. I need to keep my life on track, and you're not helping.
So then even wanting a family and kids is all just part of your business strategy?
And so what if it is? I just call that being efficient. I get kids, plus the world thinks that I'm the kind of man that I should be. Or rather, I could have been if it weren't for you.
Please don't say things like that to me, Chuck. I mean, do you really think this is how you should be talking to your wife?
Why? Are you saying I should be ashamed to talk like this? I'm sorry, but a businessman tells it how it is. That's what I'm known for around the company.
Well, that's fine at work, but your life isn't your work, and you can't talk to the people you love like that.
It sounds to me like you're just upset because you can't handle hearing the truth. But soon you won't even be my wife, so I'll talk to you however I want. But the thing is, I don't even want to talk to you anymore. So don't ever try to contact me again, got it?
Well, fine then. If this is how you're going to be, then I'm just glad that you and I never had any kids. I would hate for them to grow up with a father like you, only interested in using them for social gain.
Do you think my kids are going to be unhappy? You have no idea what you're talking about because you couldn't even give me kids. I'm going to go out and find a different woman. Someone younger and prettier who is sure to be able to do what you can't.
I'm sorry, but if you think that anyone is going to be able to love you when you're like this, you are dead wrong. But whatever, you're not my problem anymore, and I already feel the weight coming off of my shoulders.
I know that secretly you're just crushed inside. You can't hide the truth from me. Well. What do we have here? If I didn't know any better, I would say that you're stalking me.
Well, you clearly don't know any better because this is nothing more than a coincidence. I really had no idea you were the man that Anna was going to get married to.
I had no idea that you were friends with Anna. But then you must know that she's the daughter of the CEO of a huge company. Which begs the question, of course, how do you even know her?
If you really must know, we know each other through work and we've become friends ever since meeting each other.
Oh, I see. So you're just another one of her work friends. Well, that's fine. I knew you wouldn't have a good reason for knowing a woman as successful as her. I mean, not only is she gorgeous, but she is also as sharp as anyone I've ever met. She's basically everything that you're not. But don't worry. I think that you can learn a lot about how to improve yourself from her. After all, I don't seem to remember you having many high-class friends. But no matter how hard you try, nothing is going to compensate for the fact that you can't have kids.
Well, great. I'm glad that you two have found each other.
Yeah, it's a pretty deal. I don't think I could ask for a better girl than Anna. But it's just a shame that I had to waste my time with someone like you before finding her.
But I assume that you're still just looking for a wife to advance your career prospects, and that's it, isn't it?
I mean, marrying Anna certainly isn't going to hurt them. Hey, Cindy. We just passed by each other right now, and you weren't looking so good. Is everything okay?
Oh, hello, Mr. Trask. Thank you for asking. It's just been a long day. But you were also looking a bit tired. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay, but just thinking about Anna getting married. I don't know. It's a lot to take in, you know?
Well, I can see that. You are her father, after all. You've probably been looking forward to and dreading this day for a long time.
No, it's nothing like that. I'm more than happy for my daughter to make her own decisions in this world. But I just hope that she makes the ones that make her happy.
Oh, I see. Well, that also makes plenty of sense, but what makes you say that now?
Well, I really don't want to be saying this on the day of the wedding, but I really don't like this Chuck guy at all. I mean, I just feel like he isn't trustworthy.
Oh, do you really think so? What makes you feel that way?
Well, okay. So when he first come to the office to meet me, he was very polite and spoke clearly, which are good things. But the whole time, I just felt like he wasn't giving me the whole picture.
Well, as Anna's father, what made you want to give her the okay to have the wedding?
Do parents still even bless their kids' wedding anymore? I don't think she really asked me for permission, so she just wanted me to meet her fiance because I'm her dad. And I just want to do what I can to cheer her on.
I see. But even so, you can't help getting a bad feeling about Chuck. If it's okay, I'd like to send you some messages that Chuck sent to me. You see, he actually kicked me out of our house 3 years ago.
Wait, you two know each other?
It's a long story.
Okay, I think I'm starting to understand a bit more about who this guy really is. And it seems like I was right to trust my gut on this one.
To be honest, I was really conflicted about showing those messages to anyone. So please don't make me regret trusting you with that part of my past, sir.
Of course not. But at the end of the day, whatever happens, it's going to be Anna's choice. And I just have to go and find her first. If she still wants to marry him after all I have to say to her, then that's fine, and I'll support her no matter what.
I really do admire how much respect you're showing to your daughter's life choices, even if you don't agree with them.
Well, I mean, I'm her father. It's kind of my job. It's all thanks to Anna that I've learned so many important lessons about life. So I just want to try and set a good example for the day when she might have kids too.
I guess being a parent never really ends, does it? I mean, you're still her dad, whether she gets married or not.
Yeah, it's crazy, this thing we call life. But anyways, I have to go and try to explain to Anna all about her husband. We'll talk soon. I was thinking about it, and I only managed to get a glimpse of you walking in from the window, but you've gotten really far. I mean, I don't know what else to say except that the past 3 years have not been kind to you at all.
Excuse me? Is this really why you're texting me right now? To call me fat?
Hey, come on. Don't be mad just because I'm calling it how I see it. But I guess you must have taken breaking up with me pretty badly if you'd end up like this. Why did you even bother showing up to this wedding if you become so ugly, though? Aren't you embarrassed?
If you must know, Chuck, I am pregnant with twins.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? You're pregnant with twins?
I mean, you pretty much just said it. I have 2 babies growing inside of me right now. It's actually pretty tough on me physically, but I couldn't be happier or more excited for this.
But then, that means that you're pregnant. I don't understand. How did this happen? I mean, you were infertile. We tried so many different kinds of treatments and none of them worked. Wait a second. You're just lying to me, aren't you? You just don't want me to know how fat you've actually become.
I am not lying or trying to hide anything, Chuck, but if you want to check for yourself, why don't you come over here and I'll introduce you to my husband.
Husband? You mean to tell me that someone wanted to marry you after me? Now I know that you're lying about this. You just keep piling up the lies, but I'm not buying them.
Well, okay then, I guess I'll just have to go over there and explain things to you. Wait just a second.
Keep away from me. I don't want you coming near me. I don't get it. How did you do all of this? How was your life like this?
What do you mean, how is my life like this? What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I thought that since you were infertile that nobody would ever want to marry you after we broke up. And then I thought that you were just lying to me about being pregnant so that I wouldn't know that you were fat. But on top of all of that, you actually hired some guy to pretend to be your husband just so you could try and trick me? That really is taking it too far.
Chuck, you literally have no idea what you're talking about at all. I'm not lying to you about any of this.
No. I know that you're lying. I know that you're not pregnant, and I know that you're not married. You can insist all you want, but you aren't going to fool me.
If you don't want to believe me, then that's your problem. Just don't come crying to me when it comes to bite you in the butt.
I'll have you know that I'm getting married, and it's to a woman 1,000 times better than you. So unlike you, I'm not trying to hide from reality or live a life of lies. But I am so happy that you got to come over and introduce me to your fake husband. I see that you're talking to the father of the bride now.
Well, I thought that it would be best for me to talk to him, if you must know. In fact, you might want to talk to him as well.
And just who do you think you are to try and give me orders like that, huh? He's going to be my father-in-law, and I'll talk to him whenever I want.
Well, okay, just don't say that I didn't warn you.
Warn me about what? You're crazy, and this proves it. Anyways, I think Anna's going to be coming out any second now, and the ceremony is going to start. Todd, please wait. Can't we just talk this out? I'm begging you to reconsider. I didn't do anything. That was all Anna's decision there. So there's nothing to reconsider or talk about with me. But, I mean, please. You can't just let her do this over some text I sent years ago. That was my ex-wife and we had a lot of issues, but things are different now. Again, this isn't up to me at all. But I don't see how you can try and defend yourself. Please, you have to trust me. This really is all just one big misunderstanding. Oh, I think we understand just perfectly. You said yourself that a wife and kids and family are all pieces in some giant chess game to you. And we have Cindy to thank for showing us the truth. But I had no idea that you even know who Cindy was. I actually met her through a big project we had going on at the company some years ago. She was one of the leaders of the teams we had set up for it. She was a hard worker and brilliant too. But when she got married, she decided to retire and I hadn't seen her since then. I had no idea she was marrying you though. Wait, Todd, please, just let me explain. I want you to know that I've changed a lot since Cindy and I were married. I'll even apologize to her after our wedding. It certainly is the least that you should be doing for her. But I don't see how it's going to help you now. Please, I really do want to make this right. I'll apologize to Cindy and everything. I'll do whatever it takes to prove myself. So you're really telling me that you think you've changed since the time when you were married to Cindy? Yes, I've thought about and reflected on the mistakes that I made back then. I really will apologize to her. Okay then, just how much are you willing to pay then? Pay? Well, I don't quite understand what you mean by that. Well, you said that you reflected on all your mistakes and that you'd apologize, right? Surely you realize that after all you put Cindy through, a simple sorry isn't going to be enough, right? You've caused that poor woman so much damage to her mental health, so of course you should compensate her somehow. But I'm already going to be paying all the fees for postponing the wedding, aren't I? Well, of course you are. After all, it's all your fault that the wedding is being canceled in the first place. Do you have any idea how hurt Anna was when she read those texts? She felt completely used. But, well, I don't have the money to pay for something like that. Well, you said that you reflected on what you did wrong, right? You said you wanted to make this right, didn't you? So then put your money where your mouth is and cough up some cash. Hold on a second. Are you really saying that I have to pay my ex-wife for emotional damages? Of course. Now, why don't you come over here and I'll be an official witness to your apology to Cindy.
There, that wasn't so bad now, was it? I didn't actually think you'd come over, though. I thought you'd just run away.
Shut up! This is all your fault and you know it.
My fault? What do you mean? I thought you'd reflected on all the mistakes that you made.
This is all because you showed Todd those texts I sent you all those years ago, isn't it? Why would you go and do something like that? You ruined my marriage, made me have to pay for the cancellation fees, and on top of that, I have to pay you for some reason?
Something tells me you aren't actually sorry for our past.
What was I supposed to do? Todd had a contract ready to sign, basically forcing me to agree to pay you. What kind of game is that?
Well, you were the one who signed it, and besides, he does have a point. You put me down for months and months because you thought I couldn't have children. And I asked you to go and have a doctor look at you as well, but you refused to even entertain the thought. But here I am pregnant, and that you are left at the altar.
But that isn't fair. You couldn't get pregnant. It's my fault that something changed since then.
You really just don't get it at all. You're the one who can't have children. You seriously have to get over yourself, or else you're just going to get into more trouble.
Shut up! You don't know what you're saying. You were just lying to me this whole time. This whole thing is a giant scam.
I'm sorry, but nobody here thinks that I'm lying. You got in trouble because you said a wife is nothing but a status symbol, and now you're paying for that.
How dare you try and talk down to me like that? Don't you know who I am?
Yeah, you're someone who got stood up at his wedding, someone who nobody respects, and somebody who nobody trusts. You're a self-delusional punk who only uses people for his own ends and is too much of a crybaby to accept responsibility for his own mistakes. Does that sound about right to you?
You can't talk to me like that. Don't you know I'm a high-value male? Everyone here are just beta losers who don't know the first thing about how to increase their social status.
I don't know how to break this to you, but in the real world, nobody cares about that kind of thing. Nobody even thinks about status or alpha or beta or anything like that.
Well, of course a woman like you wouldn't understand what it takes to be a real man in this day and age.
I really just don't even know why I bother with you. But anyways, you signed the contract saying you'd pay me, so don't forget about that. Oh, and I am sorry to hear the news about you losing your job.
Losing my job? What are you talking about? I haven't lost my job.
Well, I'm afraid that now that your boss knows exactly the kind of man that you really are, your days are going to be numbered. After that, the wedding turned from postponed to entirely canceled as Mr. Trask told me that Anna decided she never wanted to get married to a man like Chuck. And of course, Chuck had already agreed to pay for the cancellation fee as well as my compensation. By the time everything shook out, Chuck was left without a single penny to his name. And then, rumors began to fly around his company about things that he had said about wives and children and family, and before long, Chuck was too embarrassed to show his face around the office anymore. He quit, and by doing so, lost all of the reputation he had built for himself there. I heard that he had a hard time finding another job in the same industry after being fired. Word travels fast, and just about every company in town knew the kind of person he was. I have no idea what he's doing for work, but it certainly isn't in the career he has worked so hard to build up his so-called status in. As for Anna, she's a driven girl who wasn't about to become some man's arm candy anyway. She got over Chuck quickly, and I heard that she's avoiding the dating pool until she can find a more mature man to date. As for me, my twins were born safely and without issue. My husband was by my side the whole time, and we both cried after welcoming our 2 little girls into the world. Chuck thought that his strength came from the people he surrounded himself with, but he never understood the importance of being someone worth being around. To him, everyone was a means to an end and not an end in themselves. I can only hope that Chuck has learned some kind of lesson from this, but I really am not too confident that's happened. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Well, if it isn't my least favorite sister-in-law, but unfortunately, my only one. I hope that you're all ready for tomorrow.
Am I ready for tomorrow? What do you mean by that?
I mean that someone as poor as you probably doesn't have a single item of nice clothing to wear for tomorrow. Duh.
You really think that I don't have any nice clothes?
Look, we are all going to be gathering tomorrow for the graduation party at a really nice restaurant. Don't you know that? So if you can't at least make yourself look good, then can you at least try and behave yourself?
You mean Fred's graduation party? Yeah, I know when my little brother is graduating. Thank you very much. And I don't think I'll have any problem at all getting ready and making myself presentable for it.
You're probably only excited for something like this because you're thinking of all the free food that you'd be able to get.
You really think that I'm only going to be going to my brother's graduation party so that I can have a free meal? Are you serious?
Oh, come on. You know that you don't have to lie to me. I mean, your brother is finally going to become a lawyer. I'm not saying that you're only thinking about this free meal. I'm saying that you're thinking of all the free meals you might be able to get out of Fred.
And just who do you think you are to make a claim like that? I mean, do you even know what I do for a living?
I don't know what you do for a living, and I don't care what you do for a living. Whatever it is, I doubt that you can even make that much money off of it. Anyways, whatever it is that you do, Fred hasn't even told me a word about it, so how great can it be?
And here I thought that he might have wanted to mention it to impress you.
Anyways, just try to make yourself look nice for tomorrow, got it? Can you at least do that for us?
Hey, just what the heck is going on here? What's the big idea?
Hello there, Marie. Did you end up going back to your shack of a house?
Actually, if you must know, I've gone to the hospital. You do remember throwing your hot bowl of soup all over me, don't you? That's why I had to leave in the first place.
Me? I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. Although, I did see you run outside the restaurant looking just hideous. What were you even wearing? Is that really what you came in?
And just what's wrong with what I was wearing? Are you telling me this is all because you didn't like my outfit? You burnt me. You're the reason I'm getting treated for injuries right now. I don't get why you did it, but I'm not going to let you hide behind that flimsy excuse.
I really have no idea what you're talking about. But why don't you go and find a mirror and see just what you look like today? Because if you think that I was going to let your poor-looking self get anywhere near your lawyer brother, you're dead wrong. I told you to dress up for this dinner, and you came looking like someone pulled you in off the street.
You're horrible, do you know that? I have no idea why my brother would choose to be with someone like you. It just doesn't make any sense at all. What could he possibly see in a girl like you? Where was he anyways? Why didn't he see you do all of that?
Oh well, I told him that I had forgotten something in the car, and I asked him to go out and get it for me. And that was right as you were coming in from the other side of the restaurant. It really was too easy to get away with this.
How can you say something like that? You're just a terrible person. I can't even talk to you anymore. But you are going to take responsibility for what you've done. I'll have you know that.
And just what is a poor little nobody like you going to do about that? Actually, I don't care. But good luck.
Fred, what have you done? You are really in for it now.
Oh? Marie? I heard all about what happened from Donna. She said that you came in the restaurant, but that you weren't feeling well and had to leave right away.
Oh, is that what that woman told you what happened to me?
Yeah, and it really stinks because Donna actually said that she had gifts that she wanted to give to you and Mom when you showed up. But then she actually left them in the car. So I had just stepped out to go get them, and by the time I got back, you had already left.
I see. Well, you might want to know that the reason why Mom and I had to leave early was actually because of Donna. She threw a hot bowl of soup on me and burned me.
Hold on a second. Is this supposed to be some kind of joke or something like that? I mean, why would Donna do something like that?
That's exactly what I want to know. You think I have a good reason for her actions?
But, I mean, there has to be some kind of mistake here, right?
I don't know if you've noticed, but is anyone except for Mom and I not there right now? By the way, you should also know that when Donna pulled this little stunt, she even set up her phone first to record it. She is a sick, sadistic person, and I don't even know what else to say.
Wait, hold on. Okay. I know Donna spends a lot of time on her phone, but there has to be an explanation for all of this.
I'm telling you what the explanation is, if you just listen to me.
I'm sorry. I'm just really confused right now.
Well, I don't know where your head has been, but you've been way too lenient with Donna. I mean, you already know Mom wasn't exactly on board with you getting together with Donna like this, right? You two had only been dating for a month before getting married.
I guess maybe I might have jumped the gun just a little bit on things, huh?
Look, I'm just saying that Donna is your wife, so if she's treating your family poorly, you're the one that needs to speak to her.
Okay, you're right. I understand. I'll talk to her soon, and I'll pay whatever you were charged at the hospital, so just send me a picture of the receipt. I really am sorry about all of this, but we'll talk soon.
You really are a little tattletale. Did you know that? I mean, what are we, in 5th grade or something?
Excuse me? And just what could you possibly be talking about now, Donna?
I mean that I know that you went to your brother and cried about how mean I was to you all so that you could get him to pay you for your hospital bill. Do you have any idea how mad Fred was at me, though? You'd almost managed to turn him against me.
What are you talking about? You deserve to have people mad at you. What you did was bad.
Well, now Fred is demanding that I go and apologize to you. Oh, I just feel so sorry for him.
What are you up to? Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
You think that I'm up to something? Oh dear, perish the thought. I'm not up to anything. I'm just busy thinking about all the fun that I'm going to have spending all the money that your brother makes as a rich lawyer. It really is such a shame that you died when you did. Otherwise, you might have someone on your side who could do something about this. But don't worry, I promise to take good care of Fred. You got nothing to worry about there at all.
I really just don't even know what to say to you. Do you even care about Fred, or are you only with him for his money?
You really just don't get how this world works at all, do you? But I'm not here to answer your questions. In fact, I would prefer not having to deal with a sister or mother-in-law at all.
So then you just want to get rid of us both and have Fred all to yourself?
Oh well, if you're suggesting that, I think it sounds just lovely, really. Then I never have to deal with poor nobodies like yourselves again.
Okay then, but if we're never going to interact with you again, then I guess that means we have to rethink hiring Fred.
Excuse me? Just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
Yeah, not only that, but I guess we'll also have to ask Fred to pay back all the support we've given him while he's been at school. After all, you do want a clean break from us, right? No strings attached or anything like that, yes?
I seriously have no idea at all what you're talking about. You're not making any sense to me at all.
Well, I think I'm speaking pretty clearly, to be honest. I mean, it's not easy to become a lawyer, and you need to find a firm willing to hire you. Not only that, but it takes a lot of money to be able to attend law school and not have to worry about anything else.
But I don't get it. What about the money that Fred would have gotten from his dad?
I guess you weren't there for the reading of the will, but our mom was going to receive all of Dad's assets. But you should also know that I've been the one paying for his school since he graduated high school.
Hold on a second. What? Are you serious about that?
I'm very serious. And that was when Fred was 18. Now he's 29 and finally graduating from law school. And even though he was living at home that whole time, I was still the one paying for all his food and things like that. But it was hard for me to turn him down when he said that he wanted to be a lawyer just like me.
You're kidding. You can't be serious about that.
I'm afraid that I am serious about it though. I'm a lawyer and I'm also in charge of my own law firm.
That can't be right. I thought that you were just some normal, ordinary office worker or something like that.
Well, I suppose you can't be blamed for that. It sounds to me like Fred never told you just how he was supporting his lifestyle. But it is still just a mystery to me of how he ended up with someone like you. I still just can't believe it.
But wait just 1 second. There's no way that we're going to be able to pay 10 years of financial support back.
I'm afraid that choice isn't yours to make, Donna. After all, Fred and I have a contract between the two of us. And he agreed that if for whatever reason he quits his pursuit of being a lawyer or decided to run away on day, that he will be liable to pay everything back.
But that's not fair. That means you've basically trapped Fred, doesn't it? You're a terrible older sister. You're acting like you're doing Fred a favor, but who forces their own brother into a binding contract?
And here I thought you were finally starting to understand what I was saying to you.
Oh, I understand just fine. But the thing is that I'm not stupid enough to fall for something like this. There's no way that you tricked Fred into some lousy contract because you're not even a real lawyer to begin with. You think I wasn't able to see through the lie the moment you started telling it? You're nothing but a poor loser, and nothing is ever going to change that.
Are you really sure about that? It sounds to me like you're making an awful lot of assumptions. But okay, if that's what you think, then I suppose you and I don't have anything more to talk about.
Hey Fred, are you there? I seriously just can't deal with your sister anymore. I mean, she is acting completely inappropriately. You really just need to cut her out of your life completely.
Excuse me? Donna, what in the world are you talking about? What have you done?
What have I done, Fred? What are you talking about? You're confusing me.
Don't play dumb with me. Do you really think I'm gonna cut off my sister like that? I'm sitting right next to her, and she's been showing me this text conversation this whole time.
Wait, what? You mean to tell me that you're sitting right next to your sister at this moment? I had no idea you two were together right now.
Well, Marie actually came over to hand deliver the receipt for the treatment she received at the hospital. At first, I still couldn't believe that you had done that to her. So, I tried asking Marie a bit more about what happened. But then you started texting her, and before long, I knew that what she was saying about you was true.
You mean that you knew that your sister was lying to me by not telling me you were there, and you're still going along with this? You're just making up excuses for yourself.
I'm not making up anything. You've been the one lying this whole time. And also that you could try and drive a wedge between me and the rest of my family? I don't care how many times you apologize now. Nothing is going to make me forgive you.
But wait a second. So then, are you telling me that your sister was telling the truth? She really is a lawyer?
Of course she is. Not only that, but she's been paying for my school and supporting me this whole time.
You've got to be kidding me. Why did it take me this long to find all of this out? You should have told me this beforehand.
You're right. It might have been wrong of me not to mention it. But I just wanted to try and show off. I knew that if people thought I wasn't able to support myself without my family's help, that they might look down on me.
So then, you're telling me that you lied to me about that just to protect your own ego? This means that this is all your fault. Nobody can blame me for anything that I didn't know about.
Now look, I'm willing to take responsibility for not telling you about where my money was coming from, but the fact of the matter is that what you did was unacceptable no matter the circumstances. The way you treated my mom and sister as if they were just leeches getting ready to bleed me dry? I really am let down by you, Donna. I want a divorce. I never want to talk to you again.
What? You've got to be kidding me. Please tell me you're not being serious. I mean, you're really going to divorce me because of this?
Why do you say this as if it's not a huge deal what you've done here? You looked down at my family, tried to get at them. You only wanted to use me, and you hurt my sister. I could recognize all that my family has done to be there for me and support me through everything, and I'm very grateful for them. If you thought that you were going to be able to stay with me while being so horrible to my family, then you've got another thing coming. Didn't my sister tell you that she's the whole reason I wanted to be a lawyer in the first place? She's my inspiration.
No, this can't be right. This can't be happening. I love you more than anyone else. You just can't end this when we haven't even been married that long. I swear I'll treat you better than either your mom or sister ever could. You have to listen to me.
Okay then, let me ask you something else. The first that you wanted to give my mom and sister on the day of my party was an apple pie you made, right? I know for a fact that I warned you about Marie's apple allergy, and that I wanted you to be very careful about it.
You mean you looked into the box that I was going to hand over to them?
Yes! Apparently my mom had taken the box from the restaurant, but neither of them had a chance to look inside with all the rushing to the hospital. My mom had told me that you had told her that it was a chocolate cake, though. So, you lied to my mom because you knew it was something Marie was allergic to.
Wait, no! That isn't right! I just picked out the cake that I thought looked the best from the store, I promise!
And you just completely ignored what I told you earlier about my sister's allergy? I saw you write down a note in your phone when I told you. You said it was so you wouldn't forget.
Oh, did I do that? I really don't remember at all.
I can't believe you. How could you do something like this on purpose? It's practically poisoning someone.
I didn't realize that you were going to be so upset about it. If I knew how mad you were going to be, then I wouldn't have done it.
If that's all you have to say for yourself, then I think that we really are done here. You've been plotting to get rid of Marie and my mom for a long time now, haven't you?
How could you say something like that to me? You really don't believe me when I say that this was an honest mistake?
Are you really still not going to own up to it? Whatever. Can we just sign the divorce papers and get this whole mess over with?
Please, you have to listen to my side of the story. I just need one chance to convince you, that's all. Marie, are you there? I really need your help right now.
I'm sorry, who is this? I don't seem to have this number saved in my phone at all.
Marie, please don't be like this. We're family. I'm your sister-in-law. You know who this is.
My sister-in-law? I'm sorry, but there must be some kind of mistake. My brother is getting divorced. I don't have a sister-in-law.
Please, I realize that I made a mistake, and I'm really sorry about everything. Please don't do this to me.
Hold on a second. Weren't you the one that thought I was lying about my life when I tried to tell you about it? You really have some nerve coming to me and asking for my help after treating me that way, you know?
Please, just listen to me. I'm begging you. Fred is going to leave me if you can't convince him not to divorce me. I'm begging you to help me here. No matter what I say, he just won't listen. Can't you do something to try and convince him to stay with me?
Let's get a few things straight here. 1, my mom and I are happy and more than supportive of Fred getting a divorce from you. 2, I still haven't forgiven you for what you did to me. 3, I don't even have an ounce of pity for you. So when you add all that up, why in the world do you think I would ever do something to help you?
Okay. I realize that I screwed up. I was mean and did things that should have never been done. But if I had just known more about you, then none of this would have ever happened.
You mean you really think that that makes what you did any more excusable? Give me a break.
Come on. Don't you get that I'm trying to apologize to you here? I'm really sorry. Don't you get it?
I don't really care what you call it. I'm not going to be accepting any sort of apology from you.
I just didn't know. You can't actually be mad at me for not knowing who you are, right? That just isn't fair.
You think it's fair for you to treat people the way that you treated my mom and I, all because of who you thought we were?
No, it's nothing like that at all. Please stop putting words in my mouth. I'm not saying these things.
But you are. You're not saying them, but there's no other way to interpret what you're saying. The only things I'm getting is that you think it's okay to hurt the people that look down on. This is why you thought it was okay to empty your bowl of soup on me, wasn't it? Are you really going to tell me that that wasn't you showing off your true colors? And to think it could have been a lovely little dinner party, too. I was even going to pay for everyone.
Wait a second. You mean that you were going to pay for the dinner of everyone there at the dinner party?
Of course. When I heard that Fred was putting this together, I thought it was a lovely idea and even suggested the restaurant. I told Fred not to worry about the price because I was also wanting an excuse to go out and see friends and family.
But then, don't you at least blame Fred for this? You see how it's not my fault, right?
Oh, I've dealt with Fred and have given him a stern talking to, if you must know. But he also came to us to apologize right away. Honestly, you could learn a lot from a man like my brother. At least he knows how to own up to his own actions and take responsibility for them. But as for choosing what to do with you, that really is entirely up to Fred.
But what about me? If you're going to forgive Fred, then surely that means you have to forgive me too, right?
If you're still asking me after all this time, then I don't think that we have anything more to discuss here. But it sounds like you and my brother sure might. After that, Fred started the divorce process so that he could end short his sad marriage to Donna. Donna still couldn't accept what was happening to her, and so she fought the process every single step of the way. It wasn't until I stepped in with my own lawsuit for what she did to me that she was finally broken and she let the legal processes concerning her take place. The divorce was finally able to take place, and Fred made sure that Donna got nothing in the divorce. Meanwhile, she was also forced to pay me a large fine while having a crime be put on her permanent record. When her parents heard the news, they were beside themselves with anger and just let down by their daughter. It didn't take long before rumors began to spread around Donna's parents' neighborhood as well. After a while, Donna couldn't stand all the staring and whispering around the house. She moved out of her parents' house and found a tiny apartment to begin her new life in. But without any real work experience, she had no choice but to start working multiple part-time jobs at once. As for Fred, he came to me and told me that he didn't want any more favors from me now that he was graduated. Instead, he struck out on his own and began at a small firm in town. I know the lawyers he's working for now, and they're a good, experienced group of professionals. I am sure that Fred is going to have a bright and successful career ahead of him. He told me recently that he started dating again, and I only told him that as long as he didn't bring back someone awful like Donna, I wished him all the luck. I did warn him to maybe wait more than a month before getting married to someone next time, though. As for me, I was just glad to get my brother back, and now that we had managed to get rid of such a horrible woman, my mom and I agreed that we'd have to keep a much closer eye on Fred's choice of romantic partners, but that it also meant trying to be a much more welcoming and open about our family. Whoever they are, I just hope that it's someone Fred has taken just a little bit more time to get to know before jumping straight into a committed relationship. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Jordan, I'm contacting you just to make sure of some things. Your reservation for tomorrow is for 7 p.m., correct? And you are still planning to have 60 people come to eat and drink here? Huh? Confirming with me something like that at this time of day is sort of making me not want to go there anymore. I'm sorry if 3:14 in the afternoon isn't a good time for you, but that's why I'm texting instead of calling. But as for your reservation, I just need to double check on the time and amount of people. I want to make sure you don't have any last-minute changes or anything like that before we start preparing everything. If you still plan to have all 60 people show up, then I have to make sure there's enough food here to make 60 meals, as well as enough alcohol to allow everyone a few drinks. That's just a part of what my restaurant does. Oh yeah? You're talking like you run a proper restaurant or something over there. I was thinking that the place you're running, May, was on its last leg based off the way it looks from the outside. All of that siding hanging off and some of the windows looking like they're cracked. That all tells me that you're in need of some money badly to afford those repairs. I'm the one being kind enough throwing the class reunion at a shack like that. I'm sure it would make you a lot of money having us all there tomorrow, right? So if you have the time to confirm the reservation with me, then maybe you should be using that time to be thanking me instead. I am very thankful that you've chosen to have the class reunion at my restaurant, but you plan to have 60 people come here? If there were ever something to happen that caused you to cancel this plan tomorrow, then it would be a huge blow to me. That's why I'm confirming this now before I start the final preparations. I'm telling you, there are no problems with the reservation, rude jerk. And tomorrow, I'm going to be the host of the party, so don't you dare slack off. I'm already having to throw this event at your rundown joint, so don't do anything else to embarrass me. I'm sure that to many, this building my restaurant is in is pretty old looking, but a lot of my valued customers love coming to my restaurant for this older style of aesthetic that my restaurant perfectly displays. I wouldn't say the siding is coming off in spots either, and those aren't cracks in the windows you're seeing. Probably just reflections from the outside that makes it look like the windows are cracked. So far, the business has been thriving here. And I'm sure the only reason you're still making any money there is because you serve the poor, and since this town is full of them, you can stay in business. Stop thinking you're making yourself look good by saying that. If you're going to continue making such rude comments like that, then why are you having the reunion here? Wouldn't you rather go somewhere else instead of my restaurant if it's that big of an eyesore and is already making you feel embarrassed? You happen to be one of those old classmates of mine, so I thought it'd be nice to support your wretched little business. There isn't any deep meaning to it besides that. I see. Then I'll be waiting for you and everyone else tomorrow. Just remember to get here a little early since you're the host to make sure everything is set up to your liking. Jordan, answer your phone, please. What do you want? Right now, I'm in the middle of the class reunion and don't really have time to waste talking with someone like you. Huh? What do you mean you're in the middle of it? You made a reservation to have that event at my restaurant today. Yet you're at the class reunion right now? Where are you having it at? What is going on here? I'm having the high school class reunion right now at that beautiful restaurant right near the bus station. The food here is delicious and the atmosphere is so luxurious. No wonder so many people chose to have their wedding here. Compared to your shack, the difference is like day and night. Ah, I totally forgot to invite you to this, but I never cared to invite you to begin with. So you're telling me you changed locations for the reunion? When I called you yesterday to make sure there wouldn't be any changes, you said everything was fine. How could you do this to me? May, you are so unaware of anything that it's hilarious. There's no way I'm going to some dirty place like that you call a restaurant. You thought I'd actually throw the class reunion in a shack like that? Come on. You're an idiot, May. I'm canceling the reservation for 60 people right now, please and thank you. I'm sure that's going to ruin your restaurant for good. But hey, somebody had to put that eyesore out of its misery, and that somebody appears to be me. Are you saying right now is the time to be saying that? Right now, your parents are right in front of me on their hands and knees apologizing to me. Huh? If you're going to try lying to me, please make it just a little bit more realistic. I'm sure you don't know anything about this, Jordan, but your parents have been regular customers of mine for a long time. And they just came here a second ago to eat. But I had to tell them that the restaurant was all reserved for the class reunion, yet nobody has shown up yet. Your parents thought that something about that was strange themselves because they both came here to wait for you. They said they wanted to see you and say hi, as well as have a meal here if it was still okay with you and me. Stop joking with me, please. My dad happens to be a member of Congress, all right? Yet you're telling me he frequents your dirty little shack? You can joke about that all you want, but nobody is going to laugh about it. Especially not me, who happens to care a lot about my family. I would never joke about something like this. Your dad happens to have his office in town, right? So he comes here more than any other restaurant because it's close to his office and he doesn't have to worry about people really recognizing him. He's told me not to make a big deal out of anything you've done tonight or it might spread around and start to affect the next election. So you should really think about what I'm saying here. Stop screwing around already! Now you're trying to make fun of my dad and my family with all those lies and jokes. I'm going to take you to court and sue you for trying to defame my family. And then we'll all get to see just how tough you are with all those lies. I understand you not wanting to believe any of this, but I am being serious right now. Please, Jordan, don't do anything else stupid here.
Sorry for texting you this late at night. May, I noticed that you weren't at the class reunion tonight. Were you there and I just never got around to talking with you, or did something else come up?
Dean? Well, about all that. I was never told anything about the class reunion being at that restaurant. Actually, I'm sure none of you have any clue what Jordan was up to today and had done to me.
What? Did you and Jordan get into something?
Well, actually, Jordan had made reservations at my restaurant to have the class reunion here. But by the time people should have been coming for the event, there was still not a single person showing up. So when I texted her about it, she told me she was canceling last minute on me.
She canceled last minute? That reservation was for 60 people, right? How badly did that end up affecting your business in the end?
Pretty badly. At least, that's what I think. I haven't gone through and done all the math yet on the wasted food and space, but...
I'm sure it's pretty bad. And that's the reason why you never ended up coming to the class reunion then, huh? I was wondering the whole time why I was never able to find you anywhere. But something like that had just happened to you, so of course you were never around. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Thank you for worrying about me, Dean. You happen to be a lawyer, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sure there will be plenty of things I want to talk about regarding the legal side of all this, so would you please be there to help guide me along?
Leave it to me. As for myself, there are some things that I don't like too much about that Jordan anyway. But before getting to all that gossip, are you aware that she's married right now?
That's what I assumed. I heard from someone that her husband was a lawyer, right?
I see. Thank you for letting me know that. Once I have some things for you, I'll get back in touch. As for that gossip, I think I'll have to wait a little bit.
Hey, May, because of you, my dad is really upset with me. Well, that's not on me. I told you all about how much your parents frequent my restaurant, yet you've continued to make fun of the place and myself. Well, of course I'd continue to make fun of you. It's not like I was going to believe what they were saying to me. I don't care how much they think your place's cooking is delicious. It's old and run down and deserves to close. Don't you start thinking you're some tough witch just because my parents went to you to apologize for everything I did. If the elections weren't coming up here, then all of this would have never been a problem for me. Would you stop acting like a freaking child already? What are you trying to do by making that much fun of my restaurant and acting like I have no right to defend it? You know what I'm doing. None of this is even about the restaurant itself, but about you being my toy. And since you're my toy, I can do whatever I want with you. Whenever I want to. You've always been like this, Jordan. Back in high school, you would bully me all to get a good laugh in. The more I felt sad and was in trouble, the more you would smile and laugh at me. I have never been able to forget that devilish smile of yours. You're saying that a gorgeous woman like me has a devilish smile? Do you understand what you're doing? That right there is you being jealous of me. Because of what's happened this time, I think you've chosen to start making things up. I never even made any reservations at your shack before. I was just thinking that I wanted to make a reservation was all and had talked to you about it. What are you talking about? I spoke with you over both the phone and through text about that reservation you made. Are you not aware of anything? It's not that easy to use text as a form of evidence when you're blaming me for something. All I have to do is delete whatever I send and there will be nothing for you to use. Which, of course, I'm going to be doing right now. Even these messages we're sending now. And besides, did you really think I was ever wanting to use a dirty place like that for the class reunion? Stop trying to think of me as such an idiot, all right? So you're going this far, all to make me feel even worse. All right, then. Then I'm not going to hold back any longer. You say you've been holding back? Tell me then, May, what do you think you're going to be able to do about this? You're only going to be able to make fun of me like that for a little bit longer, Jordan. All right. Try your best to take me down then. It's been a few days now, May. So far you haven't done anything to me yet. After trying so hard, making it seem as though you could actually put up a fight, this is what you had to offer me? This pretty much means that no matter how hard you try to resist, you will always be my little toy. But hey, then it at least makes more sense why you run such a dirty little restaurant. I'm still getting things ready, so I can't attack you quite yet. I promise that in time you'll get what's coming for you. I'm sure whatever you're preparing for isn't going to bother me one bit. And if you run crying to your parents right now, you might be able to avoid my counterattack later on. Not even my dad will be able to do anything about you once you've crawled back into your parents' house. No matter how much you want to rely on him being a member of the U.S. Congress, there is only so much he'd be able to do about you and I. Honestly, I don't think he'll be able to touch me when the time comes. And by the way, this has nothing to do with him anyway, so I'm sure he won't mind what I have to give to you. Unlike you, he will probably agree with what you have coming. Then tell me who's going to help you. Right now, I'm talking with someone who knows about law, in order to hand in paperwork stating that you went and harmed my business. Huh? What are you talking about, harming your business? I haven't done a single thing to your business, though. You canceled that reservation you had at my restaurant for a bad reason. For that, I will be able to say that my business fell victim to your rash and thoughtless actions. Were you not aware of that? I'm sure you're just bluffing right now. I've already gone and erased all the evidence you could have used, so there's no way you can sue me in court now. I'm sure you feel safe for canceling those messages you sent me. But I've already gone and screenshotted all of those messages, so there's really no hiding from me now. You screenshotted those? Why the hell would you do something like that? Because ever since high school, you have been my bully and never once let up on making me feel horrible. You should understand that I had to have a backup plan in case things went south with you. I've made sure to record the phone call we had as well, so that your voice can be heard telling me that you wanted that reservation at my restaurant. I think this will all be making for some great evidence. I want you to wait patiently for all the papers on my end to be filled out and for you to receive that court notice in the mail. Don't be such an idiot. I was just messing around with you like an old friend of yours is all. And you're trying to take me to court over it? You're screwed if you do that. I'm going to tell everyone on the internet about this. If that's what you want to do, then go right ahead. But that only means it's fair for me to put all of this evidence I have of you online as well, right? I'd do it to protect myself. Then all of those people you're trying to get help from online will be able to judge you with all the facts in hand. They might even end up judging your dad based on your actions as well then. Then all this will become about more than just you hurting my business on purpose, right? You can't be serious. May, of all people, you can't. I'll tell my dad right now to tell the police to not even bother with your case and to throw it all away. Do you really think your dad has that kind of power? He doesn't, and that's why he was at my feet begging me not to say anything about what you'd done. Crap. Then I'm going to ask my husband, who's a lawyer, to help. You've been verbally harassing me all this time. I can sue you for that, you know. I happen to have a really powerful lawyer with me as well, so go ahead and try me. Huh? Do you even have the money for a good enough lawyer? Wait, is it Dean? I heard something about that yesterday, how he became a lawyer himself. You and him have been close to one another for forever, so I'm sure he's your lawyer. I am not going to forgive you for talking about me behind my back. I am going to crush your restaurant. Dean, I know that you and May are talking to one another right now, but it's not going to work. No matter what you try and do to me, it's all going to be for nothing. My husband happens to be a lawyer as well, and when it comes to court cases, my husband has won every one of them, and will win against you too.
You and I never really had the chance to speak to one another at the call reunion, did we? But from what I can tell, you haven't changed one bit since high school. You still haven't learned that this world does not revolve around you, and that one day acting like that will bite you in the butt hard.
She was making fun of me, and now you? Whatever, it's already been decided. I'm going to sue both you and May now. I've already gone and screenshotted the message you just sent me making fun of me, so don't even try deleting any of the messages because you're too late.
What are you trying to do? Are you copying mine now or something?
Shut up! I don't fear anything you and that witch plan to do to me because none of it's going to matter. Ah, I see. This is about how you were never able to help save May in the past, so now you're trying to make up for that now? After seeing how often I was screwing with May, you went and tattled to the teacher, right?
Screwing with her? You really think that you'd been the only one screwing with her? Everybody knew that what you were doing to her was way too much more than just screwing with her.
You think so? But besides you, nobody else stepped in to try and save her, right?
That's because back then you would always threaten people with telling your dad on them, and that's why nobody dared to fight you. He's been in Congress for a long time now, and none of us at school had a clue what he could do. And that's why you ended up doing that to the teacher, right? You threatened to tell your dad about her, and that's why she never ended up putting you in detention or anything. Also, once you found out that I had told on you, you started to bully me as well. Do you know how many times you had taken my things from me and thrown them in the trash? My binders, my textbooks, my pencils? After seeing how much myself and May were bullied by you after all this time, all of our friends left us to avoid you. Because of you, both May's and my high school life was living hell. How much longer are you going to keep on acting like a freaking bully?
You think I'm going to ever stop picking on you guys? My dad happens to be in a very powerful position, and I'm a gorgeous woman. My husband also happens to be a lawyer. I have every right to stand above you all and do whatever I want to you. I can do anything and get away with it. When I have time to waste, I'd prefer spending it making your guys' lives a whole lot worse. And you have no right to complain about any of it because you're all nobodies.
I see. I guess that's it for me, too.
Why is that? Because I'm too strong for both you and May to defeat?
Does your husband know anything about the true kind of human filth you are?
I have done a good job at hiding it from him.
Well, what about you cheating on him at the moment?
Huh? What are you talking about? I'm cheating on him? No, I'm not. I have a husband who is both handsome and makes me lots of money. Why would I ever want to cheat on him? Just because I'm beating both you and May right now doesn't mean you can start making false claims like that. This is just another bluff from you both because you don't even have any evidence of it.
I wonder about that. On that day of the class reunion, I saw you and Chris took off together for a bit, and then I saw the two of you heading into a hotel together. I made sure to take pictures of that.
Did you freaking follow us? I can't believe this. But now that you know about me, what's going to happen? That all has nothing to do with you.
Of course, it has nothing to do with me, but it has a lot to do with your husband. When I last ran into him at the courthouse, I made sure to let him know.
What? You're kidding. You know my husband well enough to talk to him about something like this?
We work for different law firms, but we do see one another quite a lot at the courthouse. I made sure to also show him the pictures, of course. I'm excited to hear all about the fun things he'll have to tell you when he gets home from work.
I'll be fine. It was just for one night. My husband will forgive me for something like that.
For one night only? I'm not sure that's the case with you, especially when you're meeting with Chris on the daily. It's only been a few days now since the class reunion, and you and him have been really hitting it off.
Why do you know about all of this stuff?
I went and talked about it with your husband. Him and I talked for a little bit about this, and I made sure to do a little asking around. Since we both happen to be lawyers, we both knew what to do in situations like this, and that's why we were able to learn about everything so quickly. There's no avoiding a divorce now, Jordan. Make sure you're prepared to pay him a settlement as well.
You're a monster.
I believe it's you who's the monster.
Why is this happening to me? Because of you, my life is going to be hell now. My husband is asking me for a divorce now, and he even wants me to pay him a settlement. And my mom and dad aren't going to help me pay any of it. Everything has been going so well for me. It's all because of you and Dean that everything is falling apart. You canceled your reservation to hurt my business and then cheated on your husband. All of that was things you did that we had no control over. So would you stop trying to make me responsible for your mistakes? I'm not your mom. Are you just trying to blame us because you don't want to have to realize how horrible of a person you are? Or maybe you've just become so stupid that you can't tell that what you're doing is wrong anymore. What the hell? You think you can just start talking to me like that because you're in a better place than I am? You picking on me is just the same as the ways I've been messing with you. Making fun of my family and acting like you are better than me? You and I are both the same. I think it's only fair for me to take you down with me for this. So this is just like high school to you? It is. You've been that same little witch this whole time and deserve to be bullied for it. Are you kidding me? You have no idea how hard my life has been because of you already. Ever since you started to pick on me and then bully me in high school, my life has been a nonstop hell that I can never escape. I ended up losing all my friends as they tried to avoid you, and no teachers would ever be willing to help me. Locking me into my locker some days and other days stealing my things so that I had nothing to use in class. And when it came to you straight up punching me, that happened at least 2 times. My family was never that fortunate at the time, and we didn't have the money to move away because of you. My only option was to keep going to that high school because there were no other schools in town. Back then, I would have given my life to be as far away as possible from you. Yet now that we're adults who have very different lives, you still come to harass me. Just stop it already. Shut the hell up. You're my toy to play with, so don't you dare talk back to me like that. And from what it looks like to me now, you're talking to me like you have everything. I mean, you gave your all to get that rundown shack of a restaurant, so you must be at your peak, even though it's so low. I'm really sorry to tell you this, but that restaurant isn't the only one I own. Huh? My restaurants are known for using only the most fresh and local foods. And since that has become so popular lately, I happen to have 3 restaurants now. My restaurants have become really popular with women as well, so I'm thinking I'll open a cafe next. I'm sure you never expected to hear any of this from me, right? You've been trying to kick a bird that can just fly away from you. So listen, Jordan, you might have thought I was dirt poor or whatever, but I happen to have a lot more money on me. No way. You're lying. Mate, you have more than just that shack? And as for that place you call a shack, that happens to be my flagship restaurant where this all started for me. I have a lot of money now due to my other restaurants, so I was planning to upgrade the place into a more developed restaurant soon. So it's no longer going to be that old shack you keep calling it. With that, this means there's nothing else you can bully me about. Do you understand that? No way. I've been left by my husband now, my parents are about to throw me away as well, and now I'm being told that you're actually living a really good and happy life? Where did I go wrong? Was this all because I canceled the reservation at your restaurant? So you don't think those 4 years of bullying myself and Dean in high school was the problem for you? It's not that I'm asking you to apologize to me for all that, and it's not like that would help you get any forgiveness from me. But to say it bluntly, you're never going to fix that toxic attitude of yours, are you? No matter how hard you try to get rid of it and change as a person, everyone is going to see the real you and know your past, which will then lead to them leaving you and you'll be alone forever. Even if I try forever to fix my ways? No way. Please, at the very least, don't take me to court. Then I think my dad will be willing to forgive me. I am not going to back down. Wouldn't you rather continue to bully the owner of a dirty restaurant like myself? What? I'm sorry for making fun of your restaurant like that, May.
That paperwork we handed into the court went through, and the court case will be held soon.
Thank you so much for all you've done, Dean. You have really done everything you could to take care of me.
Oh, don't worry about it. This happens to also be what I do for a living, but isn't this great? I was never able to help you back in high school, and that's what made me really hate Jordan.
This time was the first time I had ever heard about you trying to do something like that for me then. Thank you so much.
No worries, okay? The reason I became a lawyer was to make sure that I could help those that are in need.
After what's happened here, I finally feel a sense of release from the past I was carrying around with me. Like, I can finally catch a breath of fresh air and move freely.
I feel the same way. I'm finally able to do something I was never able to do back then. I'm so happy that I finally was able to help you, May.
Next time, I'd like you to come eat at one of my restaurants. I'll treat you to whatever you'd like on the menu. In the end, Jordan was made to pay a large settlement to my business for harming it intentionally, as well as her husband in her divorce. And once that had all been settled, her parents left her for good, disowning her from their family. Once Jordan had been kicked out of her house with the divorce, she was expected to go out and get a job for herself. But having been a housewife all her life, she didn't seem to have the attitude of wanting to work at all. I'm sure even now she's just wandering around without a job yet. I've heard from others that in order to keep herself going, she's been seen borrowing lots of money from loan sharks, which is only going to dig her into a deeper hole than she's already been in. But I'm sure she doesn't really have any other choice, considering everyone she once called her family has left her, and those she thought were her friends ran off too when they found out what she did. On the other hand, when it comes to myself, I've been doing really well with my business, and I'm on my way to planning out that new cafe here soon. I'm really busy with all of that now, but it's fun to be busy with something you love doing. And considering I got a very large settlement from Jordan in the court case, I will be using that money for this new cafe, and might even name it after her because of that. I've been hanging out with Dean a lot more again, and next week we're planning to have dinner together. I'm really looking forward to what the future holds for the both of us. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.